Hi there. When you think of Cambodia, you might first think about some big news stories that have been going around lately. I'm sure you've heard about them, right? But there's so much more to this country. Lots of cool things you might want to know. Today, I'm going to share 7 really interesting facts that are special to Cambodia. Let's start with the first fact. Right in the heart of lively Southeast Asia, Cambodia is a small country, but it's full of so many amazing things that surprise the whole world. This is the home of Angkor Wat, the biggest religious temple on Earth. It's a special symbol that's right in the middle of Cambodia's flag, the only flag in the world that has a picture of a building on it. But that's not all. Cambodia also has Tonle Sap Lake, one of the most amazing natural wonders because its water flows backward depending on the season. This might sound strange, but it's the reason for a whole amazing way of life on the water. The weather here is tropical monsoon, with a really hot dry season and a rainy season that brings everything to life. About 18 million people live here, and more than 60% of them are under 30 years old. So, Cambodia is a very young country, full of energy and hopes to grow. The Khmer language, which has the longest alphabet in the world with 74 letters, makes this country even more special, different, and interesting. If there's one thing visitors just can't forget after coming to Cambodia, it's the gentle and charming beauty of the Khmer women. They're not flashy, but they have a special charm. Their tan skin glows like a sunset over rice fields. Their long, shiny black hair falls softly. Their eyes are deep and gentle, and their shy smiles are like quiet crescent moons at night. For festivals or big events, they wear their traditional outfit, the sampot. It's a cloth they wrap nicely around themselves. It shows off the special grace and charm of the women from this land of temples. Here's something interesting. Many Cambodian women marry people from other countries. But to protect them from bad relationships, in 2011, the government made a law about these marriages. This shows they really value and respect Khmer women today. Hidden away in the mountains and forests of Ratanakiri province in northeastern Cambodia, the Crone people, they're a minority group, keep a very special and kind tradition. It's called the love hut. When a Crone girl becomes a teenager, her parents build her a small hut of her own, right near their main house. But this hut isn't to keep her away from everyone. It's her own private place to find true love. At night, young men can come and visit her there. They can talk and even stay over, but she gets to decide everything. She gets to choose who she likes based on her own feelings, and her family or old traditions don't force her. If their love grows strong, they'll get married and the young man will come to live with her family. This shows their cool tradition where things are centered around the mother's side of the family. These days, as modern ways of life are reaching these mountain areas, the love huts are starting to disappear. But there's still a special example of having the freedom to choose who you love, especially in the old traditions of Southeast Asia. Deep in the jungles of Siem Reap province, Angkor isn't just something Cambodia is super proud of, it's a really special treasure for the whole world. It was built way back in the 12th century by a king named Suryavarman II. This whole Angkor place used to be the main center for government, religion, and culture for the powerful Khmer Empire. It's super big, covering about 1,626 square kilometers. That's more than 2 times bigger than New York City is today, and almost half as big as the city of Hanoi. It has hundreds of ancient temples, lakes, and canals. The most famous temple here is Angkor Wat. It's the biggest religious building in the whole world. It's perfectly symmetrical, meaning it's the same on both sides, and has amazing detailed carvings that tell stories about Hindu gods. Bayon Temple is so cool with its dozens of giant, mysterious stone faces. And Ta Prohm is famous for these giant old tree roots that wrap themselves all around the stone walls. It's like a real-life picture of how nature and buildings can mix together. Even now, nobody is quite sure how the ancient people moved and put together stone blocks that weighed thousands of tons. It's still a big mystery, which makes Angkor one of the biggest and most amazing mysteries in the world, forever. The capital city, Phnom Penh, is a place where the past and present mix together in everyday life. This city still has its old charm, but at the same time, it's getting more modern every day. If you walk along the Mekong River, you'll feel how lively it is. People gather there to cool off, exercise, and sell things. It's like a colorful, busy picture. The traffic here can be a bit crazy, with thousands of motorbikes zipping everywhere. But that's what makes Phnom Penh so lively and special. It's a lot like the traffic in big cities in Vietnam, isn't it? It's busy during the day, but at night, the city doesn't go to sleep. The twinkling lights all over the streets make Phnom Penh just as romantic as Bangkok. Some places you really have to see are the amazing Royal Palace, the busy Russian market with all sorts of handmade crafts, and the Sisawath Quay walking street, where visitors and locals can relax and enjoy the river. In the peaceful countryside of Cambodia, the tall, simple Khmer stilt houses are a really important part of their culture. About 70 to 80% of folks in the countryside still live in these stilt houses. They can be up to 10 feet tall. This helps them stay safe from floods when it rains a lot, and also keeps away wild animals or snakes and bugs that you find in hot, tropical places. The space under the house is super useful. People often use it for cooking, keeping their farm tools, or just hanging out and resting when it gets hot. Kids play around, grown-ups chat, and pretty much everything happens in the cool shade under the stilt house. It makes life feel simple and brings families closer together. Here's a cool little thing not many people know. If you see a Khmer stilt house with a pink cloth curtain hanging out front, it means the family living there has a daughter who's ready to get married. It's a clever and quiet way for the family to tell the community. It's a really nice part of their Asian culture. Very charming and subtle. Cambodian food is a mix of countryside flavors and a bit of adventure. This makes it really special and different from any other country. When we talk about yummy traditional dishes, we have to mention amok. It's a kind of fish steamed in coconut milk and cooked in a fragrant banana leaf bowl. This dish is rich and creamy, and it smells wonderful with lemongrass, turmeric, and a little bit of curry. It's the real taste of Khmer cooking. If you like trying daring things, Squan Town is a place you just can't miss. This place is famous for its crispy fried tarantulas. People used to eat them for protein when food was hard to find, but now they're a special treat that tourists love to try. Prahok, that's fermented fish paste, is something you'll find in everyday meals. It has a strong smell, but local people really love its special salty taste. Also, palm sugar is a really important ingredient. They use it to make candy, in cooking, or even to make a traditional wine that everyone loves. Also, it's different from the solar or lunar calendar. Cambodians celebrate New Year using their traditional Khmer calendar. This usually falls in mid-April and lasts for 3 to 4 days. This is the most important holiday of the year, kind of like the Lunar New Year celebration in Vietnam. During these days, people bathe Buddha statues to wash away bad luck and splash water for good luck, and play traditional folk games together like tug-of-war, breaking clay pots, or sack racing. Kids often make figures out of clay, while adults build sand mounds at the temples to earn blessings and wish for a peaceful new year. Okay, and those were 7 real facts about Cambodia. You might have heard some of these facts before, but I hope you still enjoyed hearing me share them. Alright, that's all for now. Bye.